Hey, there's the music. That means it's time for Animal Talk. Some of the best doggone pet people on the planet helping you with your pet, one pooch at a time. It's America's Pet Show, Animal Talk. Thanks for being with us. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, do all those podcast things in all the podcast places. We truly appreciate you coming around. AnimalTalkRadio.com is the website, and of course WearingFunny.com if you're looking for some gear, some pet parent gear, some funny t-shirts. They're all there. They're available for you. Appreciate our sponsor, WearingFunny.com. Great place. Go check them out. And for your pet help and information, you're in the right spot. We're going to help you out. We have years and years of animal calls and emails and interviews, and we're sharing them all with you on these Animal Talk Rewinds. Now, Animal Talk, it is for entertainment purposes only, so make sure you check with your local veterinarian, your local trainer, if you have any issues coming up, and we're here to help. Our professionals always got great ideas, too, so here we go, having a little bit of fun. It's Animal Talk.
And Jamie, Donna, Dr. Brad, it is Animal Talk. Dr. Brad, how was your week, sir? We're all tied up with Caesar. I didn't even check in with you to see how your week went.
Oh, as I say, just like another week, only more so. But how was yours, Jamie?
It was fantastic, actually. We had some report cards due for the kids. And,
okay.
And actually, we had some action with my neighbor when a continuing saga and drama with my neighbor and this pit bull that they have outside in just deplorable conditions. And finally got a hold of animal control. And instead of just leaving messages, actually spoke to animal control. And he's moving forward, and he's, it's all paperwork and red tape at this point to remove an animal. Mm-hmm. So he's taking care of that. But so there's hope for the dog next door, which has been breaking my heart because it's just in deplorable conditions. And it's kind of a vicious pit bull. Mm-hmm. Donna went out and took a look at him. And she's like, yeah, I wouldn't get anywhere near that thing.
No,
because otherwise we'd be over the fence with bolt cutters to free the pup and find him, take him to a rescue for sure. But it's just an aggressive animal.
Now, did you have confrontation with the neighbor, or was it that you're just getting someone who's official to handle it?
Yeah, it's going through proper channels.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm not going there. Because I'm not sure about those people and their intentions. So, good news on that, though. It's promising outlook for the pup, and just happy news. So, if you have any happy news about your pet you'd like to share, feel free to give us a call. Taking your pet questions, and of course, our website animaltalkradio.com is the place to go to send us emails. We answer those throughout the week and on the weekend, and take your calls as well. And we have Janell in Omaha. Janell, welcome to Animal Talk.
Hi.
Hi. What can we do for you, Janell? What's going on with the dog?
Well, I have a little dog about a year old, and I paper trained her, and I can't seem to get her to stop going potty where I normally used to put the papers. And I'm trying to get her to go outside, and it's not working too well.
All right. Well, even though you had her going on papers, Janell, there's one thing you should do is make sure you've cleaned up, that there's not an odor or scent there drawing the dog back to make this mistake again. So you need a really good cleaner, and you need to do a good cleaning of the spot. A way to test to find the urine, if there's any residues or anything, is with a black light, and you shut out all the lights. And you can usually rent these, if not purchase one at a head shop, or rent one from many pet stores will rent them to you. Mm-hmm. So, and then you clean up with a good cleaner,
enzymatic or an oxygenated cleaner, like Nature's Miracle. Excuse me, Nature's Miracle or Paws. If you go to getpaws.com, you can purchase that there. Nature's Miracle is found in just about any pet store. Also, you can find that in some grocery stores now carry it. But Nature's Miracle has been the standby for years and years. It's a great product. Right. But that's going to be the important thing first and foremost, is to make sure that you've gotten rid of every trace that was the location to go potty in.
So there's no lure back there for the dog. And then
what you need to do is have the dog on a leash, have the dog outside in the proper potty location, give the dog 5 minutes. If no potty occurs or not all potty occurs, then you'll do what's called the umbilical method, where the dog remains on the leash and stays with you. I'm assuming you didn't crate this dog, correct?
Correct.
Okay, that's why I'm recommending the umbilical method. Now, if you're not there to catch the dog at the time that it starts to make potty in that location, you're not going to be able to change this. So if it's at all possible, you need to have the dog confined to an area where you know he won't do anything wrong. So that's going to be a twofold process. The dog needs to not have access to that room if you're not there, and also getting the dog on a good schedule, an outdoor schedule like I've just recommended, on a leash, 5 minutes. If no potty occurs, we come back into the house. We remain on that leash and attached to you, so we can't run off and do it anywhere else. 5 minutes, and then take back outside again. Doing this 5 minutes gives the dog the idea that there's not going to be play. We don't get to explore. We don't get to do anything fun until we've done our potty in this location. Now, when the dog starts to potty in the appropriate location, start with gentle praise, almost whispered praise. Dogs have excellent hearing, so you don't have to throw a party, because if you throw a party, the dog's going to stop. Save the party for after the dog is done, but begin the praise as the good behavior is happening, as the wanted behavior is happening. So make sure that the dog does not have access to that area if you're not there to have your eyes literally on this dog. And it doesn't matter about age. You're treating this pup like we're 8 weeks old again, because we don't know that we can't go there. This was always accepted before. Now all of a sudden it's not. So there is going to be an adjustment period, and you're probably going to spend a good majority of your time going in and out all day long while you're home and not having any potty success, because the dog doesn't realize outside is where the potty belongs.
Okay. Yeah, I keep her locked up in the kennel whenever I'm not home. So.
Okay. She should be in the kennel anytime your eyes literally are not on her at this point. Just because we don't know the rules. That's all. And this is just her way of saying, I don't know that I can't do this here. So you have to always be able to catch her at that time. Now, if you can catch her, if the squatting has just begun, all you need to do is clap your hands in a rapid succession. No, no, no. And then outside we go. So you're just startling the unwanted behavior and then getting her into a more appropriate location.
Okay.
All right.
I will try that.
Well, good luck. Let us know how it works out.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for the call. AnimalTalkRadio.com. You can visit that. We've been updating that recently and regularly. There's links to some cool products that we've talked to on the air that we really like, and photos. There's the pet parade. You can send photos of your pet in to be involved in the pet parade, just showing off your critters. It's always fun to do, and that's all happening at AnimalTalkRadio.com. Also, where you can send us emails that we get to on the weekend. Questions at AnimalTalkRadio.com is the place to send that. Brad, what do you got? Do you have one there?
I got an email. Ready?
Yep.
Dear Animal Talk.
You've got mail, baby, yeah.
Is it true that you can't train a Bassett Hound? Are there other breeds you can't teach? I've heard mixed breeds are easier to train. Is that true? And this is signed Rhonda.
False.
Oh, we're going to help you, Rhonda. Never heard that one before in your life.
Yeah, probably not. Thank God that's not my name. No, the main thing. No, that
endeared yourself right to Rhonda.
It almost was.
That almost was my name.
She was delivered by two firemen. One was Don and one was Ron, and so her name is Donna after the one fireman
who actually delivered me.
Caught her coming out.
Yeah. Yep. That's how I got named. So
it was like a bouquet at a wedding?
Here comes it. Here.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, it was.
They were fighting for it. Yeah.
Don called it.
Mine.
Pushed Ron out of the way, and there he was. No, but the main thing here is, no, it is very false that Bassett Hounds are not trainable dogs. Really, it comes down to your consistency and how consistent you are in showing the dog what you want from them. And if you're not consistent, your dog's not going to learn anything. So be as consistent as you can, and any dog of any age can learn. That's simple.
We're going to help you. Pricilla in Iowa has a dog problem. Pricilla, welcome to Animal Talk.
Oh, hi. I don't have a problem. I was calling in regards to the woman that had the problem.
Oh, okay.
With her dog going to the bathroom.
Right.
And in her kitchen. I had a puppy about 4 or 5 months old that I had to train. And I did some of the things that you've talked about already on the program, but I thought I'd call and mention a couple of things that I did.
Okay.
I'd take her outside on the leash, every 15, 20 minutes, and walk her around and I'd say out loud, go potty, go potty. And when she finally went potty, I'd praise her, like you said, and then I'd go back in the house. Well, after a while, she thought that was a great game.
Oh, sure.
So I was going in and out like crazy until she finally figured out that go potty meant go potty
Right.
instead of play.
Right.
But the upside to this is that she's the perfect dog now.
Good.
Anytime I go to the vet and they want a urine specimen, all I have to do is say go potty, and it's so easy.
Oh, very good.
She goes on command.
Very good.
So I just thought I'd tell you it does work.
Excellent.
The only problem I'd see with that is if you have is the word. And the reason I say that is because if you have like a teenager who's going to go party and they say it, or if you have a child come over and the mom says you need to go potty, and what I'm getting at a lot of times we use different phrases. We did that with my dog as well when we lived in an apartment.
Right.
Because frankly, if you live in an apartment, you have to take your dog for a walk to go to the bathroom.
Right.
You find a way to do it quicker.
Right.
And but yeah, we used to say, I forgot, we made up a word and we'd always use that word, and that it worked out nicely. But it really works great, and that's a wonderful idea.
As long as they know what you mean by the words that you say, that's really the biggest part of it. So I'm glad that you had great success with that, Pricilla.
I did.
Good.
Thanks.
Wonderful. Thanks for the call.
Bye.
People need to hear that others have gone through this,
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
That's right.
Little persistence pays off.
I was going to say, we were talking, that letter, the email that we just finished. Do you think mixed breeds are easier to train? She always asks about that. It's no difference between mixed and full breeds?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think as long as you're consistent, the dog will pay off. I have 2 mixed breeds at home, and one of them was vastly easier than the other because she has a pleaser personality. My other dog is more aloof and outgoing and cares more about what she wants than what I want. So it really has to do with the personality and the perseverance of the owner. If you have a dog that's very into pleasing their human, you're going to see results quicker than you would with a dog that's more outgoing. But ultimately, it pays off. It may take you a year. I always tell people that. It took me a year to be able to call my dog from a dead run off of a squirrel. She will stop in her tracks if I tell her leave it. It took me a year to get that out of her. So it really comes down to your perseverance. If you are willing to put that kind of work into it, you're going to get anything that you want out of them.
There you go. Keep working it. And we're having a ton of fun here. The reason there's like a giggle fest every time, there's today more often than not. We're normally giggling most of the time.
Sure.
But we have bobbleheads today.
Yes.
We have bobbleheads of ourselves. and there's a company, it's called, and you can find them online, it's bobbleme.com. And they make custom bobbleheads, and they made bobbleheads of us.
And they do.
And they do pets as well.
They bobble you.
They bobbled us.
They sure
so
did.
we got bobbled, and so as our bobbles are here on the table, the heads are and making us laugh at ourselves. So
just picture a little 6-inch version of you sitting in front of you, shaking its head at you. What could be more fun?
Not just shaking its head; it's kind of doing a wobble.
So, but they also make bobbles of your pets. You can send them photos of your pets, and they make bobbles of the pets, and it's actually uncanny how much they. To the point of being
it really
creepy
is.
and frightening.
Right.
Okay.
It's kind of creepy.
So that's hence the giggling here and there as the bobbles are bobbling at us. A new
It's
toy.
really my nose.
All right, Brad, you got something hanging over
I got an email if you want.
Oh, you do? Absolutely. Love the emails. People visit our website, animaltalkradio.com, and they can send us an email from there. They can also listen to our show anytime. They can download it right to their computer or MP3 player by following the links to the iRadioNow.com and save it forever. But the emails come in at questions@animaltalkradio.com, and this one.
And they usually start like this. Dear Animal Talk. I have 7 cats. David, Jay, Conan, Oprah, Jerry, Maury, and Montel. I was thinking of getting a dog. What type should I look at that's good with cats?
How about getting a job? Because this person is home during the day, apparently.
Should I just forget about getting a dog? And this is signed Florence.
What kind of dog do you throw into that mix?
I'm guessing one that cleans litter boxes.
Oh, that's just not right. Oh. Preferably, if it's going to clean litter boxes, it's not going to give kisses, too.
Yeah. Not cleaning that way, yeah.
Oh, boy.
I wonder if the Maury cat tells the other ones who their father is. But anyway, back to...
I think he's home too much during the day.
I know.
Jeez.
That's their show. But anyway, what do you think? Is it possible...
Sure.
You're a cat person.
Yes.
Is it possible to have dogs and cats and a bunch of cats, or they're going to gang up on the dog? What do you guys think?
Well, it's going to depend. I mean, cats are space aliens, really. I mean, each cat is different. Out of those 7 cats, you're going to have about 42 different personalities.
Yeah.
You know, this is not something that it's not going to really depend on the breed. It's going to depend on the mannerisms and the personality of the dog. And if your heart is really set on getting a dog with this, I mean, anything that you bring in is going to disrupt these cats' lives. So it's going to be a pretty tough challenge. What you may want to do is call around to your local rescues and your shelter groups and find out who's got one that's already been around cats, raised with cats, who is familiar with cats, so that this isn't going to be a hard transition from the dog's point of view and from the cat's point of view. Getting one that's already been exposed to cats would be my recommendation. I would recommend actually adopting an older dog at this point. Bringing in a puppy is really going to create a lot of chaos in this particular lifestyle. So.
Were you ever a dog person at all, Jamie? Ever had a dog? Or?
Yeah, actually, the one year my mom went to Poland and my dad really wasn't paying that close attention. We got a dog. So.
You waited for your mom to go away?
Yeah, she had to be out of the country before we get away with those shenanigans.
It wasn't a trick that you sent her to Poland and she didn't know she was going anywhere.
No, she was going. But yeah, so we ended up getting the dog that year, and so I love dogs. I'd have a dog right now, but I don't have a yard big enough for one. So, and my lifestyle, my schedule is insane. So, cat can deal with it. A dog, not so much. So, all right, we got another hour coming. Today we're going to play a game called Fact or Fiction, and we're going to give away, we're going to give away an Animal Talk t-shirt to the winner. Oh, don't you just want one of those? You do. Hey, Donna, Brad's going to tell us how this works.
We're going to read 3 facts. 2 of those facts are fake. 1 of those facts is true. If you're the first one to call in and with the right answer, you win a fabulous prize.
All right, here we go. Our first fact today. Leopards and jaguars look very similar, but leopards are much larger and more muscular. That's it.
Okay. Me?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. Fact 2. Well, that's what I was trying to figure out. Who was going next?
Yeah.
Who was going next?
Oh, that was a reasonable question. All right, Donna.
Okay.
How about that second one?
All right. Fact 2. The first domestic animal recorded at the top of Mount Everest was Nunzio, a mouse carried to the top by owner Asiago Tuzzolino in 1964.
In fact, number 3, scientists have tracked polar bears swimming continuously for 62 miles.
What?
Scientists have tracked polar bears swimming continuously for 62 miles.
Holy smokes. Hey, on the block, an Animal Talk t-shirt. Polar bears, Donna and I just went to the Detroit Zoo yesterday because it was a mild day here in the city. We got done with the Saturday afternoon version of Animal Talk, and we decided to head on out to the zoo, and we saw the Detroit Zoo. If anybody's ever visiting the Midwest or the Metro Detroit area, definitely worth a stop. They have the Arctic Ring of Life, and it's this big polar bear exhibit. It's really cool. You get to, they have the big swimming area. They have a big pool or a lake.
That is just an incredible exhibit.
For the animals. It's for the animals. You don't swim.
No.
But on one side they have sea lions, and then the other side, and it's kind of divided with glass.
It's kind of mean, though, if you think about it, because the polar bears can see the sea lions through the...
Oh, I would so like to eat one of those,
the one polar bear was really checking out the birds.
He charged like a group of just ducks and some pigeons that were kind of loitering near him, and he charged them. They all went flying. I was like, I wonder if they ever get one. I'm sure they do.
Yeah, they did a wonderful job with that exhibit. I mean, I haven't seen this is the first time that I've seen the exhibit since it was finished, and it's much nicer for them, and I'm really looking forward to all the differences that they're
it's a large enclosure.
Yeah, you walk through almost like a little zigzag pattern to get through, and you get to watch them either like out in the tundra region, or you can watch them in the pool region, and it was really nice.
We were in there, and apparently one of the bears entered the swimming area, and then one of the curators, or one of the volunteers that helps answer questions from the zoo, bear in the water, because it's a thing, because they're not always in the water.
Which meant something so much different back in summer camp.
Yes,
well, because they have this tunnel that you can be going through, like under the water, and so you can actually see them swimming. from a below point of view.
And their fur looks so amazing in the water.
Oh my
it just
gosh,
sort of flows.
Yeah,
and
they look
looks beautiful.
so fuzzy
and they look much more graceful.
Yes.
Than you would ever think.
Yes.
Oh yeah. It is something to see. So if you're ever in the Detroit area, definitely check out the Detroit Zoo and the Arctic Ring of Life. It's very cool. And but we have that fact or fiction hanging out there. 3 facts, 2 are false, 1 is true, and we have Marty in Omaha would like to take a guess. Marty, welcome to Animal Talk.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Great. Marty, we're going to recap these really quickly for you.
Okay.
Leopards and jaguars look very similar, but leopards are much larger and more muscular.
Fact 2, the first domestic animal recorded at the top of Mount Everest was Nunzio, a mouse carried to the top by owner Asiago Tuzolino in 1964.
And fact number 3, scientists have tracked polar bears swimming continuously for 62 miles.
All right, which one of those is true, Marty?
I'm guessing it's 2, the one with the mouse up Mount Everest.
Oh, no, Marty, I'm sorry.
But you made her very happy she doesn't have to read that again.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right, Marty, thanks for the call.
Thanks. Yeah, bye.
All right, we have Becky in Omaha. Becky, welcome to Animal Talk.
Hello.
Becky, you want to take a shot at this? We have 2 facts left.
I
One is about the leopards and jaguars look very similar, but leopards are much larger and more muscular.
And fact 2, scientists have tracked polar bears swimming continuously for 62 miles.
Okay, the one that's true is the polar bear one.
For some moments in life, there are no words.
All right. Congratulations, Becky. What kind of pets do you have?
I have 2 cats.
Do you?
And they're both male, domestic, short hair. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a question. We had a question last hour. This woman had about 5 cats, and she was thinking about getting a dog. Would you ever consider, if you had the time in your schedule or the grounds for it, would you consider introducing a dog into your colony there?
Oh no.
No.
Oh, no.
You don't think that you don't think the fur people there would enjoy that much at all?
No. Let me tell you, Max and Jackson they sometimes don't get along themselves. So if I threw a big mutt in the mix. Oh, no.
Yeah.
It would not be good.
That'd be frightening, huh?
Well, that's too bad, because that was your prize. You won a big dog.
Oh,
All right, put the dog back in the kennel. All right, we'll figure something else out. No, Becky, we said we're going to give you an Animal Talk T-shirt, so we're going to do just that. Congratulations, and we're going to put you on hold, get your information, and tell John your T-shirt size. We'll send one of those out to you.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling. On helping you with your pet. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to help you with your pet. The fun's over now. Knock it off. The play time's over. They're taking pictures and snapping.
Hey, fair is fair.
Yeah, all right. So, all right, helping you with your pet. You visit our website, and Becky, if you'd like to visit our website, if you can still hear me out there, and you put a picture of your cats in the pet parade.
Great.
Send us a photo of your cats, and we'll add them to the Animal Talk Pet Parade on the website. So you visit the website, and it's pictures of listeners' pets at animaltalkradio.com. And, of course, you can always save it to listen again and again and again.
Hey, it's Jamie. I got to hop on in here and remind you about our sponsor, wearingfunny.com. Wearingfunny.com for all your pet parent T-shirt needs. Head on over wearingfunny.com and check out the vast array of amazing, hilarious T-shirts. Thoughtful, cuddly, and cute for you and your kitties and your puppies. And, hey, we take requests. If you have a critter that we don't have represented, let us know. We'll get you connected with just the perfect shirt for you and your critters, showing your love for being the best pet parent you can possibly be. Wearingfunny.com. Back to the show.
It's Animal Talk. It's America's Pet Show, and we can visit our website to send us emails. We do those throughout the week and on the weekend, but of course we're always live when you call us. But Brad, you had an email over there?
Sure do.
Righty.
Dear Animal Talk.
Read the mail, read the mail, read the mail.
I have a dog who will tear out of his cage whenever left alone. He gets so scared when I'm not there. The other day he got out, then ate through a wall. He's gotten out of the house before breaking the screen door. What can I do? And this is signed Emma.
Wow.
Well, there's a couple things that you're going to have to do first and foremost is get this dog to a vet. Let the vet know that you believe your dog has separation anxiety. He'll ask you very important questions and determine good dosage of medication that we're going to have to start with. When you have a dog with this severe of separation anxiety, this is something where we're damaging ourselves and we're potentially damaging the household. So we need to get this dog on some sort of medication like Clomicalm or something else that will help this dog kind of make the training possible. The next step that you need to do is get to a trainer as quickly as possible. You need to get this dog into some sort of training, and if possible, work with a behaviorist, not just a dog trainer. Not all dog trainers are behaviorists. Not all behaviorists are trainers. So it's a very important thing. If you can find one combined into one person, great. Behaviorists will be able to help you understand why your dog is doing the things it's doing and give you different means of communicating with the dog to help them understand what's expected. Right now, your dog is stressing out beyond nobody. You cannot understand how bad this dog is stressing out. But we're not going to be able to do training because the mind is not healthy enough to receive training. So first and foremost, get this dog on some sort of separation anxiety medication. Clomicalm, like I said, was one of them. Get to a vet, talk to your vet. Your vet should also have a good recommendation for a trainer or a behaviorist in your area. Find out who's available and then get in touch with them as soon as you possibly can, because this dog's going to need quite extensive work. There's no quick way to take care of separation anxiety, especially when it's that severe.
All right.
Smiling at me.
Nothing. No reason at all.
That is the number to call. He was having a conversation with his bobblehead while we were doing it.
Is that what it was?
And
okay.
the bobblehead told him a really funny joke.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad. His bobblehead talks to him. Mine doesn't talk to me.
Not yet. We're going to help you with your pet. What do you got in front of you there, Brad?
I got another email.
Oh, you could? Okay. All right.
Your Animal Talk.
Special delivery from Mars.
My dog licks the couch constantly when I'm on it, or the floor next to me when I'm standing. Everything is always drenched in his saliva.
Ugh.
Help. And this is signed Paul. Anytime you have any situation with the phrase drenched in saliva, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. What you're looking at here is interrupting this behavior. The dog, for whatever reason, has gotten into a pattern. It could have been from boredom. It could have been from something fell on there once upon a time. You were eating something and a little piece of it dribbled onto the couch, and now the dog has learned to associate you sitting on the couch as a means for something that tastes good on the couch. So this dog has created this habit. So what you're looking at doing is to get by that habit, you have to interrupt that unwanted behavior. You have to get them into something that's more appropriate. What would you like your dog to do? That's always the first question that I ask people. Whatever you would like your dog to do, that's what you're going to do instead. If it's getting him to play or getting him to go and lay down somewhere, whatever you ultimately want this dog to do, and don't say not lick the couch anymore, because that's not an answer. The dog has to do something that is totally incompatible with licking that couch. So think about what you'd like your dog to do and then train him to do that. Give him something else to do. A really good way to cure this, if it is a thing that stems from boredom, a behavior that stems from boredom, is the Talk to Me treat ball. You can take a little bit of food, put it in there, and they'll chase it around for hours. My dog, the Talk to Me treat ball has been empty for 4 days, and she still kicks that thing around in hopes that there might be food that comes out of it today, which is great. Eventually I'll refill it again, but for right now, she views it as this is a good thing. So give them something else to do. Get the mind focused in a different area.
Incompatible behaviors.
Yes.
If they're off playing with a ball, they're not licking the couch.
Exactly.
We have Judy listening on KFAB. Judy, welcome to Animal Talk.
Thank you for taking my call, and how are you folks today?
Oh, excellent. Thank you. What can we do for you and your puppy?
Well, I have actually 3 questions. They're really small.
Okay.
One, I've heard from any number of people, this is the best dog food, that's the best dog food. Does it make any difference if you blend 2 or 3 different kinds of dog food together, if they're all, approved and have the seal and, quote, good dog food?
Not really. The problem you get into is the quantities. How much difference is it going to make is negligible if you're feeding really good dog foods. And good dog foods, you can find the ratings. If you're sticking with things like Hills, Iams, Eukanuba, things like that, you're going to do fine. It's when you start getting the more radical breeds that you can sometimes have troubles. You can, if you also check any food you get for the words nutritionally balanced and complete, or complete and balanced. Those words, if they have that, that means that everything they need is right in that food. Now, from a practical standpoint, if there's no reason to mix a bunch of foods together, it just costs you a little more money, and it lets the foods go bad because you have 4 bags open at once or 2 bags open at once when you don't really need to. So I guess the answer would be, yeah, you can mix them. It's probably not necessary to do. It probably won't be a big problem if you're feeding quality diets.
Okay, so the dog doesn't really care what it's eating. It's just going to eat whatever you put before it, in a sense.
Well, they kind of will eat whatever you put before it, but the other side of it is if you start giving them things like people often will say, my dog doesn't eat dog food, he only likes ice cream.
Oh, well, we don't give it people food.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean, though, is if you start giving something that's, let's say, a lower quality food, I can't really say any names for lower quality food, but let's say it comes in a packet. Mm-hmm. That would probably be, that's probably a pretty good sign it's not a great food. If it looks like Play-Doh, probably not a great food. Things like that. If you're giving food like that, they tend to love it. But it's probably not very good for them. And so if you mix kibble in with that, you're probably not going to be, even that's not going to make that any good. You're still going to be bad for the teeth. If you're feeding good diets, and if you feed that food, they're not going to want to go back to eat the other diet because this is tasty. That's not. I want the tasty thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, she got into something Friday, and she's been throwing up a little bit. She's playing and running and doing everything else, but every once in a while she just throws up a little bit.
Yeah, don't we all?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's okay. I don't have to take her to a vet.
Well, what did she get into?
Well, we had something in the oven that had been burnt, and we forgot that we had a dog because we've only had her for a while. And
okay.
We set it on the floor, and she got into it, and it was kind of burnt and icky.
Well,
it was food of some sort. Okay.
If it's just food, what you do anytime you have vomiting or diarrhea, hold off food for 24 hours because that settles things down. Don't reload a cannon that's shooting at you. Okay? Take a break from the food, and that should firm things up for you.
And she likes to lick our hand lotion. Is that okay?
I'd avoid it. It can cause some diarrhea, so you might want to avoid that. We already know we have a gentle stomach.
And we have Patrice on the phone. Patrice,
hello.
In Omaha. Welcome to Animal Talk.
Hi.
You have a cat.
Yes, I have a 5-year-old cat. Okay. He has had itching behind, not in the ear, but behind the ear. He was treated last summer with Revolution, I believe is the word. Mm-hmm. And then just about 6 weeks ago, I took him in again. He started in the itching. He hadn't lost much hair, and they gave him a shot of Solumedrol. Mm-hmm. And the doctor said, we can't repeat this often because it can bring on diabetes. Uh-huh. My question is, if dust mites possibly is the cause, he said, yes, that could be. Mm-hmm. But nobody can give me a safe recommendation what to use to get rid of dust mites.
Well,
other than a bug bomb that you throw in the room, not throw, but
that you set up in there. Yeah.
Right.
Well, did they diagnose an allergy to dust mites already?
No.
Yeah.
No, I just threw it out, and he said, that's a real possibility, but.
The problem with it is there's so many things we could be allergic to. I mean, literally, if it exists, you can be allergic to it. So it could be anything from dust mites to even house dust to just itself, even to molds that aren't even noticeable in the duct system of your house. I mean, there's so many things we could be allergic to, including things that you can't help. Just anything in the house. So the facts are, there could be a lot going on here. How old is the dog?
5. It's a cat.
Oh, the cat. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. So yes, it certainly is a possibility that allergies are what's going on. And yes, you don't want to be giving steroid injections over and over and over again because that's just that can cause even more problems down the line. Everything from liver damage to diabetes, which you really are not.
Or governorships.
Or governorships. Yes, you can be governor of California from too much steroids. But anyway, and possibly Minnesota. Yeah. But anyway, I guess what I would say to you is there are tests that you can do. There's blood tests. They can take some blood. They can send off, find out what we're allergic to. And they could even look for food allergies at the same time. The problem with this is it's expensive. and it's usually a couple $100, maybe $200-$300 in that range for most places. And then afterwards, you have to decide: am I going to do anything about it? When we find out we are allergic, are you going to give the injections? Is it too much to do? Is it too much on me? Is it too expensive? So you really have to go in that with the really you have to think about it ahead of time, because getting the answers are great, but then after you have the answer, what are you going to do with it?
When you say injections, do you mean just as you would for us?
Oh, you betcha.
To desensitize to whatever that allergy might be?
You betcha. Same thing. Mm-hmm. They would teach you how to give the injections, and it would be actually exactly. The voice you're saying right there is the voice everyone I suggest that to has ever said. Ooh, yeah. So you're
big bucks.
Yeah, it's a big bucks. Very stressful on the person, because you got that dealing with little needles, and it's not much fun. The other thing you can do is talk to your vet about maybe an antihistamine regimen that you can start up ahead of time and see if that takes care of business. And possibly, since it's the same spot, see about a skin scraping. See, maybe something like that could help, because you can get answers that way as well. Maybe there is something more going on. But if the steroids are helping, I would see about maybe an antihistamine regimen that might make a difference in the long term, because antihistamines are pretty harmless, pretty cheap, pretty easy to get, and not that hard to give because they come in a liquid.
I see.
So ask your vet what they like, because, again, I don't want to step on toes there, but that's probably what I'd be talking to you about right now.
Okay. I appreciate it.
All right.
And
Patrice.
can you tell me, where in the world are you? Are you on the East Coast or the West?
Actually,
You're neither?
it's odd that you mentioned that, because next weekend, Donna is going to be in Omaha. What are you doing in Omaha next week, Donna?
Next week, I will be doing some business with the local Petland there. And also, I plan on visiting the Henry Dorley Zoo.
Oh, okay.
And I'm hoping to do that on Saturday.
So it's take Donna to the zoo day. You get to come out and poke Donna with a stick.
That's right.
Wow. Wonderful.
I'm planning on being at the zoo on Saturday after I land and get my hotel room. And I want to do the wildlife safari.
Unless somebody has a place you could stay.
Yeah, no, I already have my room booked.
You got a fold-out couch there, Patrice?
Well, no, I'd like to know what else is there to do besides the zoo.
Okay. Well, if anybody has suggestions, you can give us a call. Patrice, to answer your question, we're in the Metro Detroit area is where we originate our show. So we're Eastern time, but, we are in Detroit.
Midwestern.
Glad you're there.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Well, and let us know what happens. What happens with the cat?
We'll keep checking. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot. Animal Talk. It is America's Pet Show. We have Rita. We also have Rita waiting for us. Rita, welcome to Animal Talk.
Thank you for taking my call. And by the way, when you do come to Omaha, you could go to our Humane Society and visit. We have a great Humane Society here. And also there's Girls Town, Boys Town. So there are really a lot of things to see, but our zoo is super. It really is.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I've been on the website pretty much every day, checking different things out, and they always have a different critter up there as their special pet for the day. And,
you're going to be really. Our zoo is just something everybody should see. It's really great.
Well, I'm hoping to bring back a lot of pictures that we'll be adding to the website on during my visit there. So I'm hoping to have a lot of. So if there's anything that's quintessential Omaha that I need to have a picture of to showcase that this is Omaha. You guys are one of our biggest listening areas. So if there's something that you can recommend that's just something I have to see to understand Omaha.
Yeah, give us a call or send Donna an email. Donna at animaltalkradio.com. But Rita, what's going on at your zoo?
Well, we have two little Cocker Spaniels. Actually, one is 7 and one is about 7 and one is about 5. They're both rescued dogs from our Humane Society. And our one little dog hurt himself, the 7-year-old, and I really don't know what he did. If he was running in the backyard and he ran up against the fence because there was a dog on the other side, that could have been one thing that hurt him. But now he is walking just fine. He can run, but if he goes to get up on a chair or on the bed, he cries. I mean, squeals. I mean, he is in pain. So something hurts him when he gets up on his hind feet to use his front paws.
How long ago did this happen?
Oh, about 4 days ago.
4 days ago.
And I haven't been taking him for his daily walks with his other little dog, only because I thought he needed to rest something. And, because if he hurts something, he needs to rest it, I figured. But my question is, can can you give a dog an aspirin?
You sure can. The best type to do is enteric-coated aspirin. That's like something like Ascriptin. It's spelled like a script in a movie. I think Ecotrin is also enteric-coated aspirin. But what you do is you give we're a Cocker Spaniel, you said?
Yes.
It'd be about a half to one tablet up to twice a day. But I call it a work week drug because if you give it 5 days in a row, you need to take 2 days off.
Okay.
Because it'll upset their stomach.
Okay.
But by doing that, that plus rest should make things better. The problem with dogs is they're athletes. And if you say to an athlete, you're injured, you have to be on the disabled list for a while, they're going to ignore you. They're going to try to play. Same thing with dogs. Climb up on the couch.
Right.
So get rest. Try the Ascriptin, probably 1/2 tab twice a day for a few days, and I bet you'll be okay.
You said Ascriptin.
Enteric-coated aspirin. Enteric-coated aspirin.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so very much.
Good luck.
Thanks for the call, Rita. And you're next on Animal Talk. And the website is always there for the Pet Parade. If you want to show off your pets, there is the Pet Parade. You can see other listeners' pets and our pets. They're up there on the parade. Send us your photos, animaltalkradio.com, and check out the Pet Parade. We update those as we get them in. And we like to scour the internet for all the news that is fit to print from the animal world. And Dr. Brad, as he scurries over to the news nook, he's going to get that together for you.
Your radio tabloid news source. The National Animal.
First off, I'd like to say congratulations to Katie Couric. I didn't really want the job, but it's okay. Spider hunting nudist ends with ring of fire.
What? Oh, mercy.
Sometimes I don't have to do anything. This from Sydney, a red-faced Australian nudist who tried to set fire to what he thought was a deadly funnel web spider's nest ended up with badly burned buns, said officials on Monday. The 56-year-old man was at a nudist colony near Bowral, about 60 miles southwest of Sydney, when he spotted what he believed to be a funnel web spider hole. Ambulance workers, including a helicopter crew, were called to the scene after the man poured a gasoline down the hole and then lit a match in an attempt to kill the offending arachnid. The exploding gasoline fumes left the man with burns on 18% of his body on the upper leg and buttocks, said a spokesman. It said the man's lack of clothing may have contributed to the extent of the burns. There's a lesson in this somewhere, but I just don't know what it is.
Or you had the good sense not to say it on the radio.
I know.
There you go. Good man.
I had so many better things. Camel's milk chocolate. What? Low-fat camel's milk chocolate is due to hit shelves after an Austrian chocolate maker joined forces with an Arabic camel farm. Vienna-based chocolatier Hochschleitner has developed a sweet treats by using milk from the United Arab Emirates and money from the Abu Dhabi royal family. The company head said, "We have come so far with what was once thought to be a crazy idea, particularly in the Arab world where there is a potential market of 200 million people." He said powdered camel's milk will be sent from Abu Dhabi to Austria, where we produce raw chocolate. He said the camel's milk is a good alternative to cow's milk because it is lower in fat and sweeter. They have 3 slogans they're considering. 1, make every day a hump day. 2, I'd walk a mile for that camel chocolate. And finally, you've never had such a good chocolate bar.
Oh, my word.
And again, one more, and I'm warning you, wait till the end. Okay. You'll get your chance.
All right.
Giant bunny attacks vegetables. Allotment owners have called in armed guards to protect their vegetables from a rabbit. The gigantic rabbit is so powerful it can pull prize leeks out of the ground and eat whole rows of onions, parsnips, and carrots. It's been compared to the curse of the were-rabbit, the Wallace and Gromit film about a fearsome bunny that destroys vegetable patches. The first one to spot the black and brown creature said, it was massive. I thought, what the hell is that? This is no ordinary rabbit. We're dealing with a monster. He said the prints are huge, bigger than a hare, about the size of a deer's. One ear's bigger than the other. It was a brute. Others describing the rabbit said... Oh, come on. You were aching to do the rabbit thing. How would you describe the rabbit?
He's got huge fangs, he does. He's like, it's not an average bunny. It's a mean, vile creature.
All right.
Thank you. You see, I got you guys involved.
All right.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get the CBS gig.
Oh, sure, blame us.
Yeah, it's like blame it on Morley or something. And we have Pam in Kansas. Pam, what's going on with your dogs?
I have a inside. I've raised her from a puppy, a Rottweiler.
Uh-huh.
And I live on a farm, and she's always basically been inside and in the yard. And she was raised with a smaller dog that I had that she took up with. But I have an outside dog, and she literally hates her.
Mm.
Well, what exactly are they doing?
Well,
I need you to describe the behavior for me.
Well, if Witch gets near Red, and I say Red's name, she'll attack her.
Mm. Change the dog's name.
Well, I've gotten to the point if she ever gets outside with her, I don't say her name anymore. It's just something like a key.
Okay.
But they're out there, and they'll just kind of be near each other, whatever, not paying much mind. But when you start giving attention to one dog or another, that's when...
And I was just wondering if there's any way that I can initiate her. I mean, I think it's basically a hatred thing.
And the one stays out all the time, and the other one comes in and out with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other, and my Rottweiler's inside a fence. So whenever she gets outside to where Red is, and I was just wondering, is there anything that I could do?
Well, it's without seeing the dogs, I really can't say for sure if there is going to be a solution to this problem. That's the first thing I want to stress to you. This is not something that is easy to see, because the reason I asked for you to describe the behaviors is I really wanted to know exactly what was going on.
She'll attack her. I mean, she'll just jump on her.
Yeah, well, there's a difference between jumping on and viciously attacking.
Do they ever draw blood or?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna that's a good thing to know. We're gonna compose our thoughts here and take a little quick break, and then when we come back, we're gonna help you solve this, Pam. It's the number to call. Gonna help you with your pet. Animal Talk. It's America's Pet Show, and we were talking to Pam, and she had some problems, an indoor dog, an outdoor dog, and when they do interact, trouble to the point of nipping and biting and scratching and drawing blood. So that's kind of bad. So what can Pam do to help curtail these actions?
Well, one of the first things that you should do is you'll want to have them on neutral territory, a place that neither dog spends a whole lot of time in, and get them to partake in an activity such as walking. Just getting them to walk together, and that way their mind is focused on something else other than standing there staring at each other going grrr. You want them to keep moving, and that's one of the things that most people typically will make the mistake when they have a dog that's other dog aggressive, is they allow that dog to stand there and stay in that mindset instead of moving that dog away from that situation. Getting them to partake in a situation where they're doing something active together in neutral territory where neither dog controls that situation. That's one of the things that can help them out. But first and foremost, I would recommend that you take them to a behaviorist. Find out first and foremost, is this something that can be fixed? Because I'm not there to see the dogs in action. I can't really say for sure, is this going to be fixable or not. So it's always recommended when you have a doubt, or when you have dogs that are acting very aggressive towards each other, work with a professional that can be right there one-on-one with you to get the job done.
Okay.
All right, Pam, we hope that helps you out.
Yeah, I will.
Thanks for the call. We have Angie in Kansas. Angie, welcome to Animal Talk.
Thank you.
What do we got with your dog?
Well, I have a golden retriever puppy. She's 6 months old, so she's just a great big puppy.
Mm-hmm.
How do I, other than saying off and pushing her down, how
you've
do
turned
I
it into
get
a
her
game.
Huh?
You've turned it into a game. By pushing her down, you're actually engaging in play.
Well, everything to her is a game.
Sure.
I mean, she's a little, see, the problem is the family is starting to hate her guts.
Yeah. One of the things that I'm going to recommend you do is she is old enough for some sort of correction device, whether that's a choke collar, pinch collar, snap lead, or electronic training tool. She is old enough for all of those. Okay. I'd recommend you getting one of them, whichever one you're most comfortable with. And what you're going to teach her is called the play exercise. What you're giving her is the idea of when is going to be the appropriate time to do this. So you're going to tell her the command, let's play, encourage that play, encourage her to jump and carry on because you've allowed it during playtime only. And then you're going to tell her that's it. And if she doesn't immediately stop, you're going to do the correction with that corrective device. And when she stops, you're going to give her gentle, quiet praise. And repeat this process over and over again until she understands what does that's it mean. That's it means you can't do this right now. So just keep repeating that process. Don't push. And it's a natural human reaction to push, but by pushing, you're actually engaging her in play.
Okay.
That's how she's taking that. So don't push her. Get her on board with using a corrective device to let her know that this is inappropriate behavior.
All right, Angie. Thanks for the call. And Donna's going to end in Omaha next weekend,
yes.
Here and there and around Omaha, so we're looking forward to that.
Not next weekend, 2 weekends.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the 23rd. Yep,
22nd I land, and I'm hopefully going to the zoo.
All right. Have an exotic week.
Kiss your wild thing for me.
Think it'll work?
If we take them there.
Bye-bye.